In the once glowing kingdom of Lumina, a creeping grayness has taken hold. A silence has fallen over the once vibrant land. The magical plants that once sang with light now droop and wilt, their colors fading to a dusty ash. The fairies themselves, once so full of life, now drift through the air with wings that have lost their shimmer, their light dimming with each passing day. A shadow has fallen upon their world, draining the very essence of its magic. At the heart of the kingdom, within the royal conservatory, a single point of light remains. Here, Princess Alara watches over the last hope of her people, the star petal. It's the final magical flower, its glow faint but persistent, a tiny star against the encroaching darkness. Alara tends to it with a gentle, desperate touch, whispering words of encouragement, trying to coax its light to grow stronger. She feels the heavy weight of her kingdom's fate resting on this one delicate bloom. For generations, the star petals have been the source of Lumina's magic, and now only one is left. The air suddenly grows cold, and shadows writhe and twist in the corners of the conservatory. The glass panes rattle as a dark presence descends upon the castle. It is Morwin, the dark sorceress, her form a vortex of shadow and malice. Her laughter echoes through the halls, a sound like cracking ice, as her magic extinguishes every lamp, every floating orb of light, plunging the castle into near total darkness. The guards, brave as they are, find their weapons useless against her shadowy tendrils, their own light and strength fading in her presence. Morwin glides into the conservatory, her eyes fixed on the faint glow in Alara's hands. "The star petal," she hisses, her voice a chilling whisper that seems to pull the warmth from the air. "Give it to me, little princess. Its power will be mine." She extends a hand cloaked in shadow, eager to claim the last remnant of Lumina's magic and twist it to her own dark purposes. She believes that by possessing the flower, she can control all magic, forever. Clutching the star petal protectively to her chest, Alara knows she cannot let it fall into Morwin's hands. It is not just a flower, it is the soul of her kingdom. With a surge of courage she never knew she possessed, she turns and runs. Behind her, Morwin's enraged shriek tears through the air, and shadow magic lashes out, narrowly missing her. Alara dodges crumbling pillars and blasts of dark energy, her heart pounding in her ears. She bursts through a side door and flees the castle grounds, her only guide the weak, pulsing light of the flower in her hands. Her path leads her into the Whispering Woods, a place of legend and fear, a tangled labyrinth where the trees are said to murmur secrets to lost travelers and lead them astray. The woods have always been perilous, but now, under Morwin's influence, they are even more so. Thorny vines, animated by dark magic, snake across her path, trying to ensnare her. Illusions flicker at the edge of her vision, frightening beasts and ghostly figures that try to lure her from her course. The whispers of the trees are no longer secrets, but taunts and threats, echoing Morwin's own malice. Alara presses on, her feet stumbling over gnarled roots, her face scratched by grasping branches. The star petal's light, though weak, seems to have a will of its own. It pulses in a steady rhythm, like a tiny heartbeat, and gently guides her, pushing back the darkest of the shadows just enough for her to see the way forward. It leads her deeper and deeper into the forest, away from the familiar paths and into the wild, untamed heart of the woods. She doesn't know where she's going, only that she must trust the flower. Hours turn into what feels like days. Exhausted and afraid, Alara feels her hope beginning to wane. The whispers of the woods are relentless, and the chill of Morwin's pursuit is a constant presence at her back. But every time she feels like giving up, the star petal in her hands gives a soft, warm pulse, a silent encouragement to keep going. It's as if the flower knows their destination and it's pulling her toward it. She pushes through one last thicket of thorns and suddenly finds herself in a place unlike any she has ever seen. She has arrived in a hidden ancient grove. A perfect circle of ancient, moss-covered stones stands sentinel around a patch of soft, fertile earth. The air here feels different, pure, ancient, and humming with a quiet power. This is a sacred place, untouched by Morwin's decay. Guided by the flower's insistent glow, Alara walks to the very center of the grove. She can feel it, a deep resonance in the soil beneath her feet, a magic that has been sleeping for centuries. But her moment of peace is shattered. The shadows at the edge of the grove coalesce, and Morwin emerges, her eyes burning with triumph. "There you are, princess," she sneers. "You led me right to it, a place of power. Once I have the flower, I will corrupt this grove and my rule will be absolute. She raises her hands, and dark energy swirls around her, crackling with destructive force. She is preparing a final devastating spell, one that will not only destroy Alara, but drain the star petal of its remaining light. Cornered and with nowhere left to run, Alara looks down at the star petal. Its light is flickering wildly now, not with fear, but with an urgent energy. And in that moment, a profound realization dawns on her. The whispers of the old legends, the stories of the star petals her grandmother used to tell her, come flooding back. The flower's purpose was never to be held, to be possessed or wielded like a weapon. Its magic wasn't meant to be contained. It was meant to be shared. It was meant to be given back to the earth. With Morwin's spell about to strike, Alara kneels. She ignores the sorceress's cry of fury and disbelief. With a steady hand, she digs her fingers into the soft, rich soil at the center of the grove and gently plants the star petal. The moment its roots touch the earth, everything changes. An explosion of pure, brilliant light erupts from the ground. It's not a violent blast, but a silent, beautiful nova of power that blossoms outwards from the planted flower. It is a light so intense, so pure, that it feels like the dawn of a new creation. A wave of healing magic surges from the grove, spreading like a ripple across the entirety of Lumina. The wave of light washes over the whispering woods, and the thorny vines retract. The illusions vanish, and the whispers of the trees become gentle, soothing melodies. It sweeps over the kingdom, and the creeping gray decay recedes like a tide going out. The wilting magical plants straighten up, their colors returning in a vibrant, breathtaking rush. The fairies, touched by the light, feel their strength returning, their wings igniting with a dazzling, iridescent glow. Back in the grove, Morwin screams as the pure light hits her. Her form, made of shadow and malice, cannot exist in its presence. Her dark magic is unraveled, her power neutralized. The shadows that make up her being are vaporized, dissolving into nothingness until not a trace of her remains. She is simply gone, erased by the very light she sought to extinguish. The kingdom of Lumina is restored, more vibrant and beautiful than ever before. And in the heart of the woods, the ancient grove is no longer home to a single star petal. From that one planted flower, a new forest has sprung forth, a thriving grove of countless star petals, each one glowing with a brilliant, steady light. Their collective magic now flows freely, protecting and nurturing the land. Princess Alara, now Queen Alara, stands among them, her kingdom saved not by holding onto power, but by having the wisdom to let it go. The light had returned, not just for a day, but for all time. Thank you so much for watching our story unfold. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of Lumina, please hit that like button and subscribe for more epic fantasy tales. We love creating these worlds for you, and your support makes it all possible. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Alara's sacrifice. Until next time, keep seeking the light.